Game Day preview podcast from out here in Ashburn, Virginia at DC Prime. I'm here with some amazing gentlemen, but we're also here with some amazing Commanders fans. So let's give it up for them real quick, because we've been doing this all season long, every home game.
Yeah.
And this is the last one, fellas. And it's not just the last one, it's the last one of the year. It's Christmas time. We got a lot of things going, and we got some great guys here. Gary Clark, Brian Mitchell, and of course, Smoot Claus pulled up on us. Fred Smoot from out here at DC Prime. First things first, fellas, Merry Christmas. We're all fathers here.
Yeah.
Christmas hit a little different for us.
We get nothing.
We ain't getting no gifts.
That's why I brought gifts for y'all, because we don't get nothing as fathers but socks and disgusting gifts. So we had to give each other great gifts.
Now, Fred, I will say you surprised me a little bit with your gift. When you came in with 2 bags, I said at least one of these is going to be a joke and very insulting. Neither of them were.
Well,
it wasn't insulting to you,
Ryan did the same
but it
thing.
was insulting to London.
It was. He did find a way to insult London.
No, what I'm saying is, Ryan thought the same thing. Jay thought the same thing. Why don't y'all trust me when I say I got
Because
you
you're
a
not
gift?
trustworthy.
All that sounds like this is a you thing, because it's
We
multiple
know
people. What's
it's
this
you.
It was multiple people that thought that of you, Fred.
I can see if I gave you a gift card. Now I can see why.
But you told
your
him that's what you used to do.
Yeah.
Give gift cards with
And
nothing
that's
on it.
why I didn't do that. I didn't take that approach. But I love to give gift cards, because if it's the thought that counts, don't worry about how much money on the gift card.
But if you
'Cause I
go to the
thought
store
about
and you're trying to get something for $150 and you got nothing on it,
I put $10 on that card.
Now, Fred, I'm going to start with you because,
Yeah.
like you said, dads, we don't get really no gifts.
Yeah, we
so
don't.
if Santa was thinking about dads, which he never does,
Yeah.
what would you ask Santa for this year?
Ooh, Santa.
Don't mind.
Close my eyes. I want 10 more acres. I take a Lamborghini, but a Ferrari will work too.
Oh, man.
I believe.
So modest.
No, what I'm saying is, if you're going to ask for something, you might as well ask high,
Top.
because you're going to probably get right there in the middle. So,
I want a 30-point victory on Thursday. That's what I want.
company
Go.
man.
All right, yeah.
You know, as I
Company
said 30-point, number 30, you know,
Number
I
30,
just work that in there some kind of way.
Company man.
Gary, what about
They paying
you?
him so much.
No. It's my number.
Gary, what about you, man? What would you ask Santa for?
I just want to be Fred Smoot when I grow up.
Oh, stop it.
Fred, because he's having some nice gifts that he's getting for Christmas.
Listen, you got a ring. I ain't getting no ring in football. I couldn't even keep the wedding ring. What are you talking about?
Oh, my
I'd
God.
rather be
I think that
Gary
was your
Clark.
fault too, Fred.
Okay.
It was my fault. I was too young when I did it.
Well, Fred, I don't know if Santa can help with that, but you know what? If I was to ask Santa for anything, it'd be more days here at DC Prime with y'all fellas, man. This has been such a great season doing this here at DC Prime, previewing these games. And
wish I
fellas,
believed
let's get right into it, because this is kind of crazy to think about. This blew my mind.
Yeah.
We're playing in our first Christmas Day game ever.
Yes.
Which is kind of wild to think about. We're DC's team, and we have never played in a Christmas game. B-Mitch, I'm going to go to you for this one, because of all the things we've done historically, it's kind of wild to still be part of history when we play Christmas Day.
It's kind of funny that no game ever fell on Sunday that was on a Christmas.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, at home or something like that. It's kind of weird, but, you know, it's great. And I think it was all based off of what happened last year, what they expected this year.
Yep.
You know, didn't work out the way they expected it, but you know what? We'll get a chance again. But I just think that you have an opportunity. Man, listen, there's 2 games on Thursday. 2. Make sure somebody say, hell, that team didn't have a good year, but they came out to play today.
Yeah.
This is a game about pride, man. You
Showcase.
know, I understand people saying that this rivalry has changed, but when I rolled into this spot in 1990, nobody had to say a word. When you're a fool. when Cowboys week came, you can cut it, and the air was so thick. Coaches didn't have to say one word. Players didn't have to say anything. But everywhere you went, fans let you know what it was about. And now it comes up, and it's like we're playing a preseason game. It's not a lot, but you know, those players got to have something in them. Like the thing for me, it connected me with the fans. The hate that the fans had, I had. And I tried to take it to a different level. So that game, bro, you look at the Dexter Manley, Darryl Grant when Brian Middleton started dancing in the end zone.
Yeah.
You know, I can go back and look at some games, man, where they were the worst and they beat us. We were the worst and we beat them. You get up for this game. I don't care what the records are. This is your rival. hated rivalry. You got to go out there and play like it means something.
And the NFL just really started to take over Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA usually have Christmas, and we usually have Thanksgiving, and we always played on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
why they never really put us on Christmas game, because we already had a national holiday game.
And it's kind of wild the NBA is actually losing games while we're gaining games. So like Beamish said, all eyes are going to be on us. And this is a big game. And Gary, we talk all the time about motivation for these games. Yes, we know we're not going to the playoffs. Neither is Dallas. This is the NFC East. There's nothing quite like it, like Beamish said. And I know back when you played, it was the same type thing. I know you wanted to beat Dallas.
Always. I mean, NFC East, period. Back when we played, it was the division. Either San Francisco was going to win or some team from NFC East was going to win the Super Bowl. Like every year for like about 7 to 10 years in a row, it's going to be San Francisco or a team from the NFC East. But, I mean, this is something they have to build upon. Like, you want to go out on a winning streak. So you want to win this game. You want to go ahead and finish out and kick, you want to beat the Eagles. You want to go out on a winning streak so you can build going into next year. There's nothing worse than starting the season if you lose out. And I don't think they will. I think the team's going to find a way to find pride. They have to. And you'll find the players that you expect to play next year. When you're down in the dumps, you'll find the guys who really go to dig down, will come out and play. And if I'm a guy now who've never had a chance to play, and I get my chance to play now in these 2 games, I'm going to straight up ball. Because if I ball now, I get a shot next year to play the way the whole season. So it's good. It's been a tough year. I'm trying my best to say nice things. It's just been a tough year. It's been a tough year for the team. But, as long as you finish off strong, you have something to build upon for the next year.
Well, Gary, let's talk about the past a little bit then. We aren't going to put you in no position to not speak positively. So when you look at these NFC East battles, on Command Center, our flagship show, I don't know if you've ever watched it. If you haven't watched it, check it out on the Commanders YouTube page every Thursday. On Command Center, we had this segment where we asked all the guys what their favorite NFC East opponent was when they were playing. What was your favorite NFC East team to play and why?
Well, I love playing against Dallas because Dallas was just a big deal. But the team that I hated the most was the Giants. Hated the Giants.
Yeah.
The Giants kicked our butt like 3 years in a row. They swept us like 3 years in a row.
Dang.
So I hated the Giants. So a lot of my best games, honestly, was against the Giants. But when we lost, I don't even count them. Because we lost those games. I don't even count them as my best games. We lost, so that's nothing to count.
Now, BB, same question for you because you're very interesting because you've played for 2 NFC East teams.
No, he's played for 3. He sold his soul.
You did play for 3.
He played for 3
Which one are you
teams.
going to pick?
You play for the team
That want you.
that show you that they love you. Okay? The best team that I love playing against, it was the Eagles. Because when I was going to the Eagles for 10 years with Washington, those fans were like Spike Lee. I called them the Spike Lees of the NFL. They made you play.
Bleacher.
And then I went there, and those same fans loved me and hated everybody. Like, they were on my side. And then my 14th year, I'm in New York. I wanted to play against them again because I hated the general manager, Joe Banner. So they got me. And I say fans look at the Cowboy Indian thing, and that's why they say Dallas. But I think those Eagles and Giants games might have been as tough.
Yeah.
Or worse than when we played against Dallas. The Eagles games were physical as hell. The Giants, man, you go back and you think about,
Lawrence
Carson
Taylor,
and Taylor and Banks. They had some serious people on that defensive side of football, But it was always Dallas because I think that goes into history and all that type of stuff. But you got to look at the whole division, no matter who you playing. Like, the cakewalk was going to, when we would go to Phoenix. It was Arizona
Phoenix
Cardinals.
did used to
I don't
be,
know how the hell they end up in the NFC East being in Arizona.
Yeah.
But, and I guess I'm showing my age by going that year.
They started off in St. Louis. That's what
Okay, but St. Louis is not the East either.
No,
so that's
where
weird.
they started.
But I love going and play against them as well because I always felt that their field felt more like that fast track field. And I had great games against the Cardinals. But the Eagles was the one. I love shutting their crowd up.
And Fred, for those that didn't get to watch it because it hasn't come out yet, can you share it's very similar to Gary, who you preferred to play or who you enjoyed playing the most?
Oh, it was the Eagles. Them bleacher creatures. Listen, the first time I ever played there, B. Mitch was an Eagle, flying high. It was a brawl in the stadium. It was a Monday night game. They had to stop it. This when it was at the Link and the link had a jailhouse at the bottom of it.
Is that true? Because I've heard that rumor. Is that
They
true?
did. They did.
Oh,
Yeah. And it was a rite of passage.
I know a couple of people that spent the night in there.
Yeah, it was a rite of passage for the fans to spend the night and leave that next Monday morning, that Sunday morning, whenever they getting out.
That's crazy.
And that's when I was like, because before the game, you know how the team warns you sometimes, yeah, this ain't a game, you need to invite your girlfriend or your family members. And I'm like, what's so tough about Philly? 2 quarters in, I knew then. They really take that Rocky stuff serious. Right? They are not playing.
Nope.
And it's you can feel it on the field. Like they are very serious about what they cheer for, how they do it. And my big thing with Philadelphia is if they gonna survive off of hate, guys, what we need to do is make them turn on their team.
Yeah, they
and
will
they
do
will
that.
turn so quick. And they will make the Eagles feel the burn from that turn. They will boo them out their building. So that was always the biggest challenge to me. I want to take on this city, and I want to see can we make them turn on their team.
When I was going up there to go visit, and I'd already known a lot about Philly, so I'm riding into town, and I see this billboard, and I'm like, nah. There was a kid on the billboard. He had to be like 2 years old, maybe 3, flipping off people, and at the bottom it said, "We start them young."
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
what I knew when I was
Oh
going
my
into.
That's the city that you take on.
And look,
so much.
4 days later, I'm in the little grocery store, and I'm walking down the grocery aisle, and this little old lady walking up, coming down the aisle. She say, "You Brian Mitchell, sonny?" I say, "Yes, ma'am." She say, "You better do for us what you did against us."
Yeah.
And went on. And that's all she said. She just left.
Foul.
I was like, damn.
Foul,
This city is serious.
No,
bro.
it's serious.
They don't play,
There-
man.
It's a religion up there. So to go up there and be against all those odds and to beat them, some of my best memories. We seen a play where I made the last minute play on
Tell
the
him,
goal
Fred.
line.
Tell him.
Let me take y'all through this thing. Just imagine we in the 4th quarter. I think it's like it was pretty cold outside.
Paint the picture.
The way we was dressed, it was 4th quarter. The score is literally 3-10. We didn't have them to 3 points for 4 quarters. They're driving the ball, Donovan McNabb, Westbrook. You know all the characters you play with. They throw a last-minute play, last play of the game, at the goal line. I have the guy on my shoulder. I rip him down, sling him to the 5-yard line as I walk off the field and know that the game is over with. All right? And then you got to realize that high-powered offense, we had them to 3 points with Andy Reid. We did, and we beat them twice that year. So we did everything that we were supposed to do.
What year was this?
And this was, what year was that, Anna? What's that, who showed me that play? That was Kayla showed me that play. What? 2008.
Oh, I was gone.
Yeah, we roughhoused them. We treated them
You
like
said
the
a chick.
scumbags they are.
Now, see,
I'm about to say.
I'm glad you asked that because, Fred, I want to go back to something you said a little earlier. You said B. Mitch was playing on the field. How many times did you play against B. Mitch in your time?
I played against him every year he was in Philly and the
Yeah.
years he was in New York.
Yep.
So the end of his career is when I started to play him. As he chased the great Jerry Rice of Mississippi.
I passed him.
Yeah,
And he kept playing
And I've
after
been
I
saying he
left.
came back.
He just kept
He
going.
came back with them braids.
Yeah, on the
They
braids.
couldn't do that with
He kept
Jerry.
playing after I left. He got me by 214. I go back for one game, I'll break it.
Tell him, B. I think you can still do it now. Now, I got to ask because on Command Center Game Day Live, which airs pregame of every game, we had somebody come on, I think it was Stephen Davis, and he talked about B. Mitch. And he talked about his first game with B. Mitch when he was like a rookie or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think it was like joint practices or it was like preseason.
Oh, yeah.
And B. Mitch strangles a guy with one hand
Yeah.
and puts him up in the air.
That's him.
What was B. Mitch like when you played against him? Because you're seeing an older B. Mitch,
Yeah.
right? You're seeing a guy that's
Oh,
in
he
his
was just
career.
totally insane at that time, too. The thing about B. Mitch, he played with an edge that he wants you to know about.
Yes,
All right?
yes.
I'm going to do this, and it's going to be for 4 quarters. You might not think it's fair, but all's fair in love and war. All right?
There you go.
And don't think he just got this big head for nothing. He gonna lay that head on you. He laid it on a couple of my guys. I like, what happened to you? Beat his head, buddy, beat his head. I knew what the bandit had did. So everybody used the weapons that they got. Just like Fletcher always tell us that he run a 4-3, but every time he pick up a fumble, he get caught from behind 6 yards later. So I don't know how. Did it not transfer? You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is this. You better be ready and scrap up your chin scrap when 30 was on the field. and just be aware of where he's at all times.
What was the trash talking like between you though? Because B Mitch, I know he talked trash for the best one, but Fred, you never
But
stopped.
Fred talked for everybody.
Yeah.
Because I remember I played against them in it was FedEx Field at the time. And I come through the hole, and I'm on kickoff return, and we put our fullback back there, Cecil Martin, to block LeVar. He never sees LeVar. But LeVar committed early and lowered his head, and I caught him. Bow! And I could see the white of his eyes. Fred came over, why you doing this? I'm going to be doing this to all of y'all all day.
Yeah, so it wasn't
He
like
was talking trash for LeVar, and LeVar was asleep.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's just like it's more of as the game flow, that's how my talking goes, of who am I aiming at. Like, what did you do in the game? Because I think the fullback took out another one of my boys. Took out Bluefoot. I took Bluefoot out, and Bluefoot was a mannequin on the field, just there. Mannequin. And I was like, not my boy, get up. He did not get up.
So Fred, when you doing trash, I know it's a mental war
Yeah.
game for you.
Yeah.
Right? You trying to get in somebody's head.
It's mental warfare.
Did you just give up after a while with B Mitch? Because I feel like nobody's giving his head.
No. We just gonna keep going. Because
I told him, what did I tell you, Fred? I said, listen, I'm not going back with the team tonight. And I hang in the same club y'all hang in. We can do whatever y'all want to do after the game.
no.
that's who he is.
Hey, I want them to think that I'm really going to follow him. I was here for 10 years, so they probably think, well, he knows some people. I'm trying to look. It is mental warfare when you're on the football
Any means
field.
necessary.
Listen, bro, I want you, I am trying, listen, I investigate. I studied backgrounds. I wanted to know who your special person
Who
was.
you dating,
I'm
everything.
going to say whatever on the football field to get
Yeah.
your mind on that instead of what you're supposed to do.
Did you ever say something to Fred?
I played Fred that one game. I don't think he really talked much after that game because he didn't want to go to sleep.
Oh, dang, you're afraid you were scared.
The last time I was scared, a doctor slapped me on the butt. I think I was 30 seconds old. That was the last time. I had seen light for the first time. I ain't know what was going on. That last time I've been scared. I got to tell the truth on that one.
It's crazy because
boy.
we have 3 generations of players, and that shows how great B Mitch was and how long he was great because you got to play with him.
Yeah.
Gary was his OG when he played with him. When you hear these conversations about B Mitch, a young fella you see coming in, a young whippersnapper coming into the locker room, what do you think, man?
I mean, my first thing was like he was a quarterback, transitioning in. He's a quarterback transitioning in to running back, and I just thought everybody was lying to me about him being a quarterback.
Because he was so rough.
So
Because no
crazy.
quarterback does, but nobody acts that way.
Yeah.
He act completely different. He wanted to fight everybody the whole training camp. He got in a fight up probably at least the first 10 days.
Yeah.
He got in a fight with somebody the first 10
Like
days.
daily.
I mean, and I was like, he does not play quarterback. I lost like $50 on a bet because I said, there's no way. I bet at Ricky Sanders. I was like, he does not play quarterback. Slick Ricky's like, he's a quarterback. I was like, quarterbacks hide. They do not fight. They hide.
Yeah.
They do not fight. It's like, he wants to fight everybody. He's trying to fight Jumpy. Who fights Jumpy Gathers?
Yeah.
Nobody fights Jumpy Gathers.
Yeah.
B Mitch does.
I was like,
Hey, man, I grew up in a military family.
Uh-huh.
By any means necessary, find a way.
he acted that way the whole time, too.
And he had hair then, too, huh?
And the mustache.
Yeah,
too,
he had that mustache weave.
I hope y'all don't get a picture of that.
Pop it up right here.
Please do not pop no pictures up like that.
Hey, it's a football card. I seen it the other day. When B. Mitch had that hair, he was smiling, had that mustache. I meant to take a picture of him so I can text it to him. Lost opportunity.
Hey, real quick, give it up for B Mitch, man, and these guys. Woo! That's the fun part about these preview podcasts is getting to the walks down memory lane. But we also preview football as well. And fellas, on Christmas Day, we do have the Dallas Cowboys.
We gotta work. Say what you really want to say. On Christmas, we gotta work.
We do, but you know what? There's worse things to do for a living.
Yeah.
So I am not gonna complain, and honestly, I will be happy to see us out there on that field. Now, Gary, I'm gonna put you on the spot real quick. Do you know who has the most all-purpose yards in history against the Dallas Cowboys?
I'm going to go with B. Mitch.
Fred, your guess?
Yeah, that's easy. You know I know all, and all knows me. Yeah, this B Mitch right there. Got his stench all over.
B. Mitch, how many yards did you put up against the Dallas Cowboys? Because these two gentlemen are correct.
Over 3,000.
Over 3,000
Yeah.
yards, and you still hold that to me? Yeah. Give it up for B. Every time I hear your stats or the things you accomplish, your accolades, I'm just like, good Lord, that is a Hall
I
of
played him
Famer
for a
right
long
there.
time also.
Yeah.
But the thing of
And
it,
a lot of
listen, man,
times.
it's like that was the game where you get up for because you know how the fans are looking at that game. And I always wanted to try and do something against them to make sure the fans would understand that I'm with them. I can remember the last game in RFK. I was able to play running back. Richard Pettibone was letting me play running back in that game. And I broke through. I scored I ran 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards rushing that game. We were down there in Texas Stadium. We ran a fake. You know, we got them. They thought they were smart. So we acted as if we were going to call a fake. And then I backed out of it, and then they still snapped me the ball. We still ran a fake on them. You know, went on and won the football game. It was always something against them. I can remember, you know, going to Philly, and we going down there and playing against Dallas. And it was like 125, 30 degrees on the field. And Andy Reid walks over, he say, get the offense ready. I'm like, Coach, we're kicking off.
Yeah.
And he looked at me. I said, "Oh, okay." He said, "If I go talk to him, everybody will know because they'll have somebody on TV will see it."
Yeah.
So I run over. I'm like, "Y'all get ready." And all the dudes are looking at me like, "Man, you senile or something?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, get ready." And we had an onside kick, and they never recovered. So beating Dallas never has left my system. You know, for 14 years with 3 different teams, I hated Dallas, and it's gonna always be like that.
Well, you know what? They also gave themselves the false moniker
Yeah.
of
America's
America's team.
Hey,
We,
Ken.
we are America's team.
Tell 'em,
tell 'em,
We
Fred.
in America's capital. We rebel. When you see us, you see the Capitol. You see the White House. That's what America looks like. We look like
'em.
America, not like a star. See, I'm gonna tell you what they selling. They runway model with their dead tooth in their mouth. It ain't quality, all right? It ain't quality what they selling. But they got a salesman down there that can sell water to a well. And that's what's going on right there. But we are America's team. This is where the moniker should be.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, I love that, man.
Wait.
The
You
model
say
with the
a
fake
runway
tooth.
model with the
Dead
dead
tooth in
tooth.
the mouth. You don't know it till it's too late.
And fellas, we will be there at the game doing Command Center Game Day Live right before kickoff when we take on the Dallas Cowboys. B, since you are technically the Cowboy Killer, we call Tanner the Cowboy Killer, but the stats say that you're the Cowboy Killer. I'm going to start with you because Dallas's offense has
Yeah.
been on one.
They're
Top
Hey.
in almost every statistic
Whole
category.
Yeah.
They've been going crazy. A lot of that has to do with Dak Prescott, skinny Dak, like Fred likes to call him. How do we make Dak Prescott uncomfortable? Because he has not been sacked a lot this season.
I think it's a combination of things. Your offense have to run the ball effectively and keep them on the sideline for a long time.
Yeah.
And then make them become one-dimensional. And once they're one-dimensional, you find out they're not as good of a football team. Javonte Williams has been banged up a little bit.
Yep.
But the thing about them is if they can run the ball effectively, I don't think you have a chance in hell of stopping their play action game.
They play actually too good.
Because if they're running the ball, they have 2 wide receivers that are basically killers.
Man.
2-1-8.
Okay, they can go out there and get it done. So if you can have those long, sustained drives, run the ball on them, make them have to come out. 'Cause I don't care what level the offensive coordinator is in. If a team goes on anywhere from an 8 to a 12, 13 play drive and score a touchdown, they are going to forget about the run on the next drive.
Yeah.
All of these new age offensive coordinators, all they want to do is throw the football.
We want to
around.
score.
Yeah.
We need to
Yeah.
score.
So if you go back to Joe Gibbs back in the day, they can go down 15 plays and score a touchdown.
Yeah.
He's going to run the football, run his game plan. These new age dudes automatically assume they got to match what the other
Urgency.
offense
It's the
did.
urgency.
Yeah.
So it's going to come down to a great game called by Cliff, and then some of that running going to have to be effective.
Yeah.
We've seen the guys starting to do it. Then when you get on offense, you're going to have to take some chances, and you're going to have to get home. Because what I've noticed, their offensive line is not as good as it used to be. You can get home on them, but don't miss that.
Yeah.
If you miss him,
He gonna make
He's
you
throwing
pay.
it up, and if it's around Pickens, he's catching it.
Yeah.
And man, Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, two
Yeah.
1,000-yard receivers. I don't remember the last time the Cowboys had two 1,000-yard receivers. Fred,
We had 3 in 1 year, didn't we, Gary?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey man, we did that.
Yeah.
The
Posse.
The posse,
That's why I
man.
asked that posse what would happen if me, Dale Green, and Champ Bailey had to walk down on them guys.
They would have cooked y'all.
Now,
What?
Fred, I'm so
What?
glad you said that.
Isn't that
That's kind of
skillet?
where I was going with it. I was going with it on Dallas. But Gary, we've heard Fred say this all the time. I would like to hear from you. Could Fred, Daryl Green, and who's the other one? Champ
Champ
Bailey,
Bailey.
stop the posse? Do you think that could happen?
I mean, I guess it's always a possibility, but you know, Santa Claus really exists too, huh?
I'm about to say, that is a brother, the way he answered that, that's a brother that's not worried about you at all, Fred. Y'all would have got him busy. Huh? Fred, who's
No,
your
I mean,
guard at the three?
they're great, but
I don't
when you
care.
got to cover three. You got to cover three.
Yeah.
That's hard. I mean, because that means they have to be perfect every play, and we don't. Like we don't have to be. One receiver has to be perfect out of the three.
Great point.
And then they had a running game with that. So,
Yeah.
and who's gonna tackle them when they come into
Ooh.
the secondary? Fred wasn't gonna tackle.
Arthur
nobody.
Anderson is what they used to
Fred
call
has
him.
dove under the ground to avoid tackles.
No,
now,
the
Fred
one-
done made some hits before.
I can say I got that jersey dirty. Y'all ain't give me credit for it because I was slim. So y'all automatically thought.
But you would dive into the ground though.
Do you know how many guys I'm responsible for when it comes to the hospital, man? do you know how many guys I'm responsible for? All right? Listen, when I make my mind up to shoot my shot, I usually hit. That's all I'm saying.
So, Fred, real quick, because I'm assuming Daryl Green's on Art.
No, that ain't a good matchup.
Now,
So
Gary-
what's the matchup?
He
What's
too
the
tall.
matchup?
Darryl gonna have to check Ricky because Ricky's speed man.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Fred, who you got?
I think I did better with taller receivers.
So
you
you
give
Art.
me Art.
Art strong, bro.
I
That's
know
a
it, but
big
that's
boy.
kind of, I like to play basketball with the tall guys, and then Champ and Gary will go at it.
Gary, they ain't had a chance, huh?
Well, I mean, they got a chance because I tended to tell the defensive back what play I was going to run, what pattern I was going to do, so they'd have a chance.
Fred,
I'm giving up
ever tell you-
information.
No, we at the mercy of our D-line.
I'm giving
All
them
right?
information.
So I need to have Charles Mann and Dexter Manley.
Now
You
they
see
on
what I'm
our
saying?
team.
Huh? I got to get guys from my time?
Yeah.
So who you got from your time?
It ain't gonna work.
I got
Dang.
Bruce
London Fletcher?
Smith, the all-time
Man,
sack leader.
and when he
Not when
played
he played
against the
with you.
Hogs,
Not when he
when
played
played
with
the
you
Hogs,
guys.
he didn't touch anybody.
He played with you guys.
We have him get them last 30 sacks. Huh? That's our 40 sacks.
And
I
then,
like
but-
Fred,
and
did
then
you
he
play with
stopped.
RK?
He stopped after
Did
that.
you play with RK? Kerrigan?
No, Ryan, when I left, I
exactly.
played with Brian Arakpo.
In the
Okay.
Super Bowl, Bruce Smith didn't see a quarterback. Remember that offensive line that we had back then?
When y'all played the Bills.
They gave up 9 sacks in a whole season.
Man.
I remember
I'm not
that.
talking about regular season, playoffs and Super Bowl included.
Was
to
that
the
Joe
Hogs.
Jacoby?
Yeah.
That was Joe Jacoby at the time?
Joe,
The Hogs, you
Russ.
talking about one of the best offensive lines of all time.
Ever.
All right, so, yeah, I'm going to need to cherry pick me some defensive ends, some rush ends. I'm going to need to make sure I got the right guys out there. The question is, am I picking London Fletcher as my middle linebacker?
Who else would you go with, though? That's the best right there.
I know some other guys that get the job done just like he will. I played with Keith Mitchell. I played with, I played with
The
him
Giants
a lot.
had some pretty
Yeah,
good.
No, I
London
got
a lot.
to pick London.
You have a
You
name
got
of
to.
London. You have a name of London
I
style
pick,
player.
I got to pick London, and I'm gonna pick Sean Taylor as my safeties.
All right.
Yeah, probably LaRon.
Okay.
Who?
LaRon Landry.
Oh man, y'all lost.
Well, you know one thing
The
about
first play of the game, we going.
And him.
Ricky down the field. LeBron's going to bite on the run, and he's going to get beat. And then he's going to want to fight the rest of the game, and he won't make no tackles, and he's going to lose.
He'll come down here. That Louisiana. He'll come down
He
here.
came downhill, but the ball was pulled out of the gut of the running back and threw over the
But
top.
that's why we got Sean Taylor to swoop in, do what he do best. So we got some guys that can match up now. If you want to play chess, I can play it with you now.
I don't think you want that, Fred.
Hey, Commanders family, we have these conversations all day long. We do more of these conversations than our actual shows. We do this all the time, so I want to give you a glimpse of that. But Fred, let's go back to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Because when you look at two guys in Pickens and CeeDee Lamb that are just having a season, as a secondary, as a defensive back,
Yeah.
what can you possibly do to slow these guys down?
The one thing you do when you study a team, if they got a group of guys, they still situational guys. They got situations where these quarterbacks like to go to this guy, like to go to Gary's in these situations. If Gary the move the chain guy, you know Gary gonna get the ball early and often. You know if it's the guy red zone guy, it's gonna usually be the taller, the biggest, with the big catch radius. If it's gonna be to take the top off the guy, that's gonna be the fastest guy out the group. They're gonna try to at least give him 3 times to beat you deep. So you gotta say situational. CeeDee Lamb is the move the chain guy. He gonna work inside the slot. He gonna be your catch and your yak guy. And George Pickens is your big play guy. Just throw it up and see what happens. Yeah. So you as a cornerback and me as a defense, I need to be cognizant of situations. Red zone, I'm thinking Pickens. All right, 50-yard line. Teams usually take their shot.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be situational in my play calling, and I need to get them behind the chains. Yeah. Can I make it second and third and long? Now I can dictate to you. You don't dictate to me. All right? And we talked about that. You got to get him off his spot. If he stay on his spot and he comfortable, I always say if a quarterback looking the DB in the eye, I'm burnt. All right? That means he clean, he upright, and he is under no distress. All right? If you don't put him under distress, he will not make mistakes. He will not make self-imposed mistakes. And I played for Schottenheimer's father. Marty drafted me here. So Brian was here when I got here. He's been a leech. He understands it. And I tell you this, him and Dak, on this offense, they got synergy. Yes, they understand it through and through, and it goes through the run game. As much as those big pass plays, it goes through the run game. And Ferguson is another guy, tight end, that you got to worry about. So they got a group that can beat you. So you got to beat them with team defense and turn that ball over. Can you turn the ball over? He going to give you a chance. You got to catch the ball.
He does it every week.
Yeah.
He does it every week.
And B, we talk so much about complementary football. When I look at a team like Dallas, this is more important than anything to play complementary football because as good as they are on offense, they struggle a lot defensively. And B, this week we need our offense to stay on that field and make plays because this Dallas offense could put up 40 points easy.
And the thing about it is when you look at the fact that Jaden won't be playing and Marcus more than likely won't be playing, I think people assume that you can't throw the football.
Yeah.
Terry can still get open.
Yep.
Debo can still do the things he does. But it's most important is going to be what are that 3-headed monster in the backfield is going to do. Listen, man, offensive lineman, Tunsil has been out of some games this year and Coleman played. Coleman has been good.
Yeah, very
at the
good.
left tackle position.
Yeah.
Chris Paul has been outstanding. Wiley is coming in. Wiley can play any position on the damn. Wiley is Riley McKenzie.
Yeah, Rilo.
He can play anywhere. So if those guys, like I said every week, it's what the big guys up front does. Mm-hmm. If they go out there and establish a run, and then you make Dallas say, well, we got to score, they stop running the football. Now you have a better chance to combat what they're doing offensively. But if they have a two-way offense, it's going to be tough. You make them become one-dimensional, and you got a damn good chance of beating them. And make the game dirty. Make it nasty.
Oh, make it filthy, like unwatchable to people. Like you're right with that. You got to weaponize the backfield. If you weaponize, offensive linemen love going forward. They don't like going backwards the whole game.
True.
They don't like pass blocking the whole game. So and use some of Dallas team speed against them on defense. Screens, draws. Like sometimes you got to beat a team horizontal before you can beat them vertical. Yeah. And that's what Cliff got to do if he think he got to run them fat. Once you get them fat boys to moving, like a good defense, the fat boys run and the skinny dudes tackle.
Yeah.
That's a mark of a good defense.
Yeah.
Most time fat guys can't run all day. Make them run.
Yeah.
And
see, I think Dallas has a defense similar to what Chicago had back in the early 2000s. They had Brian Urlacher, who was a former safety who would run you down. Their linebackers and their safeties play like that. But when you ran directly at him, he couldn't do anything.
Too much physical. It's too physical.
If Andy Reid wanted to run directly at somebody, they didn't want to run the football. Andy wanted to throw the ball
Throw
around
all over the place.
When you run directly at them, I think that's their weakest point. We can't play into their hands by trying to do the toss and get around the edge and all that. They're too fast for that.
They chase.
Downhill.
Keith Murray,
put helmet in chest. That's what you got to do.
He's made a lot of bad decisions filling holes. Keith Murray. Yeah. I'm targeting him. I'm letting him know who Dollar Bill is early and often.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to have Chris Rodriguez all in his chest with that Rydell. Like time after time after time until he bow down. I got to circle a couple of guys and say, this is who we attacking, and this is how I'm going to attack him. He needs to know who Biotish is all game long in his face. All right? The same fight that they use against the Philadelphia Eagles, I want to see that same fight to the end.
And B, Fred said it perfectly. Early and often when it comes to that run game. On Game Day Live, we talk about it all the time. Run the ball, but also stick with running the ball. This was like one of those games where you almost don't have a choice but to give guys like Bill multiple carries to try to get things done and control this.
I just think that when you run the ball effectively in the first half, you can't like decide that you're gonna stop doing it in the second half. What I believe in is I'm gonna find out what's really ticking inside your chest. You know, I was an offensive player all my life, but I have never thought passively. I've always thought aggressively. If, like, people ask me, what was my concept in kick return and punt return? I say I played chicken with people. I'm going to run full speed at you. Let's see who's going to move first. If I don't move consistently and I keep getting up, coming back smiling at you, you will get out my way. If you keep coming downhill, like all these pass rushes in the league, make them take on one of those big guys. Those big guys want to roll grade. They don't want to be passive. And I think that's, sometimes you got to get into that mindset. I don't understand. And people are like, well, you got to be even on offense. No, you don't. If I can run it 50 times and you can't stop me, why the hell do I have to throw the ball? You know, people hate the Patriots from back in the day. I love the Patriots.
Oh, yes.
I watched the Patriots run the ball 50-something times one week.
Don't care that they got
the next week, they threw it about 50-something times. And Bill Belichick after the game, he said, why did you do that? He said, because the team last week couldn't stop the run, and they weren't stopping it, so why should we? And then the team this week couldn't stop the pass, so we threw the ball on them. You do what the hell they can't do. You don't sit up there and go, well, we've ran it now 20 times, they got to get equal. Why?
Yeah.
If they can't stop the run, you keep running it. They can't stop the pass, you keep throwing it.
And we've seen success there. We've seen C-Rod really come into his own. We've seen Bill, a 7th-round pick, really come into his own. So real excited to see what our squad can do. Now, Fred, you new to this, so a lot of times we play little games or something at the end. Last week, we gave up a game ball to all the players because we saw Dan Quinn give that ball to Jalen Lane. It was just such a big moment. So just like on Command Center, we're going to do a nice list. Who on the Commanders makes your nice list? I'm going to go down the line, but since you're the newbie, Fred, I'm going to start with you.
It'll be Mikey Sanders still. While he's making my nice list, I think he's subliminally telling people I'm an outside corner. All right? When I get on the outside, I don't seem to get burned a lot. When I get on the outside, I tackle well. When I get on the outside, I go steal balls from quarterbacks. Let me be what I am. Don't try to force a round peg into a square hole on this one. Like, he is showing you through play. He ain't saying it. But he's showing you through play, I'm more comfortable playing on the outside of the defense. Give me a chance to be a starter out here because this is where I'm nice.
Yeah. That's where he made his bread and butter last year.
This is where I'm nice at.
Yeah. I can't say one person. I'm going to have to go with a three-headed monster.
Okay.
Tressway, Jalen Lane.
Oh, congratulations, Tress.
Yeah, congrats.
And the reason I'm saying that, all three of these guys have some representations for the team in the Pro Bowl. We got Tress going for his 3rd year in a row. He's a starter. Okay, we have Ballore, who's a third alternate, and we have Jalen Lane, who's a 2nd alternate. So when you see that on the special team, we were doing a thing for the Army-Navy game, and Urban Meyer said what he does when he first finds out he's playing against a team, he wants to see how good their special teams is. And when your special team is good, he knows that that's a well-coached team.
Yep.
We got 3 guys on 3 different levels. A guy who goes down headhunting, a guy who punts, and a guy who returns. Yeah. All 3 of them are representing. So it's
and don't lie, if Christian McCaffrey would have finished the year, he was headed to the Pro Bowl.
Luke, he was on the way there.
And then you always count on Revo to be right close anyway.
And we know that. And honestly, that's probably because Revo spent so much more time on the defensive side of the ball. It kind of took away from all the
Now, people hate on the guy who's great like Revo.
Yeah.
I agree.
They don't vote for you on other teams when you're great. It happened to me a lot too. and we talk. Those who are good and who talk trash, they don't vote for you.
Oh, Revo been tough. Shout out to Revo as well. A big part of his special teams and part and soul of his team. What about you, Gary?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty consistent. I mean, I would really like to see Terry get the ball more now that he's back and he's playing. I think the more he gets involved in the offense, the better the offense does. You know, this year, even though he hadn't had as many catches as he had in the past, he's averaging more per catch than he had in the past because, I mean, when he's healthy, he's a beast. I mean, he's one of the best receivers in the league when he's full-time healthy, and when he's not completely healthy, he's still better than the other 25%. So, I mean, Terry's a beast. I'd like to see him get the ball more often because if he does, they got a better chance of winning the football game, quite honestly.
Fellas, y'all didn't leave me much. So for me and my nice list, I'm going to put our producer on the nice list. She don't want me to say her name, so I ain't going to say her name. But give love to our producer who put this Game Day preview show together.
Who you talking about, Caroline?
Hey,
Our producer, Caroline Suter.
listen to me. As my daddy told me, when you do great things that
Yes.
people want to give you praise for, you accept it.
Yeah.
Yes, for
Okay?
sure. For sure.
And you get it while you living. Because you know what? When you get a little older and nobody ever says that, you be wondering, why the hell nobody say nothing about me?
He
Well,
old.
Thank you.
And yes,
you do
we
a great
gotta
job.
give Caroline her flowers. She is our youngest producer
Wait a minute,
on staff.
wait a minute. Why do y'all get to call her Caroline? She makes me call her boss lady. I'm confused.
I think you chose to do that, but
What
you
the
go ahead and
heck,
keep doing that, Gary. Because she is the boss lady. She put this show together.
Call me
I think
boss.
this
I
is
have to
one of
call her
her
boss
first
lady.
full shows that she has owned and produced and makes these rundowns for us and have a lot of fun. And as somebody that was a young producer, it is not easy to do. Oftentimes it's thankless. She spends her nights here with us, where she could be with her family, where she could be hanging out
It's
with
not
her friends.
easy to deal with this crew up here.
It's not
neither.
easy to deal with us, but she does it with grace and poise. So shout out to her. She makes our nice list. And everybody that's been involved, our entire producer crew,
Yes.
they work so hard. It's almost a full woman staff. And they do so much for us, so I want to give them their flowers. Shout out to Jason, the only man at that table right
Hey,
now.
we have the
Audio guy.
Gladys Knights and the Pip.
And the Pip, and then of course gotta give love to Ryan Yoakum as well, who coordinates all these things. We would not be in a fly place like DC Prime if it wasn't for him. So Merry Christmas to all of them because they will be spending their Christmas days away from their families, away from their loved ones. They will be with us putting on shows for y'all. So I want to make sure I gave that love real quick before we end the final Game Day preview show from out here in DC Prime. Fellas, I'm kind of sad.
Final
This is
for
over.
2025.
Yeah.
20. There you go. Say it,
Because we
B-Man.
will be back in
We
26.
will be back,
Yeah.
and Gary, maybe it'll
And
be
we're going to
every
blow
day.
this
I'm
thing up
telling-
next year, too.
Boss lady knows it have to be a 52-week program.
There we
moving
go.
forward.
all year, right? Yo,
Yeah,
shout out to
52
everybody
weeks.
involved. Again, shout out to our producer, Caroline, and nothing but love in this building right here. And again, shout out to DC Prime, my brother Glenn over there, man. We wish you strong health, my brother.
Nice.
It's
He's a
good to
rock
see you
star,
back in the
yes.
building. And this is family right here. Shout out to all the fans in the building that come up through. Y'all come every single night when
Yes,
we do this.
yeah.
Shout out to y'all. It means so much to us. I love giving love, so I had to give love to end this show. Give it up for Gary Clark one time.
I'm about to give you some knee pain.
Keep it going for Brian Mitchell, future Hall of Famer. And Smoot applause, Fred Smoot. Oh, brother, go ahead, stand up and give the people love. And give yourself some
Thank you
love.
very
because
much.
We can't do this
Thank you
without
very
y'all.
much.
This has been the Game Day Preview Podcast, the first of hopefully many seasons
Thank you very
of
much.
the Game Day Preview Podcast. And we out this thing. Let's drink good, let's eat good, baby. We
Do
out.
that.
Shout out to y'all.